Hey, shalom everyone. This is Amir Tsarfati. I'm live from California, and so some three things that I wanted to update you on. Very, very important things that probably most of you never heard of, and you probably need to know because it's the first time since 9/11 that such a thing happened. So I'm gonna wait a few more seconds, minutes maybe, to see that you guys are connecting. I see people from different parts. I know that it's too late for Australia, New Zealand, and Asia, but the Americans are now awake because it is daytime. So let me wait a few more seconds, see that you're all connected. Okay, so listen, folks, these are breaking news, not because they happened a few minutes ago. No, they actually happened yesterday, but I kept waiting for the American media to say something about it, and nada. Not that I'm surprised, but this is it. Okay, so I don't know if you know, but yesterday, for the second time, North Korea launched a hypersonic ballistic missile for a distance of 700 kilometers. This is nearly 500 miles distance that this hypersonic ballistic missile covered. This is something that the Japanese and the South Korean authorities and security authorities detected immediately at the launch, alerted the Americans. And ladies and gentlemen, you may have never heard of this, but from my sources in Israel, we know that all air traffic in America for the first time since 9/11 was halted for 7 minutes until this missile ended its journey. Again, folks, for the first time since 9/11, all air traffic in America was halted. That means that during those 7 minutes, no aircraft could take off or land. In other words, the planes were supposed to be very high above and not reach the dangerous altitude of in between the top altitude and landing, or takeoff. So again, I kept waiting for this to be on the news, and I couldn't really see it. So you just need to know that. Another thing, on Thursday, I'm going to give a Middle East update, but this is going to be an update not only about the Middle East, but it's going to be about Russia. I don't know if you know that, but there is a Russian ultimatum. The whole area is about to explode. Hundreds of thousands of soldiers are amassing on the border between Ukraine and Belarus and, of course, Russia. And all of that, the media will not tell you what the Russian demands are. You won't believe it when I'll tell you all about it on Thursday. And if that's not enough, we are talking about the Iranians that are accelerating their shipment of weapons and ammunition to Syria under the guise of just civilian flights. We're talking about Qasem Airlines. This is the airlines that are used by the Revolutionary Guards. 5 flights within 10 days of 747 cargo plane that landed in Damascus, unloading tons of stuff. And if that's not enough, they're also bringing hundreds of Afghan Shiites to change the population of certain areas in Syria from Sunni majority to Shiite majority. This is unbelievable what the Iranians are doing right now, and nobody is saying a word. If that's not enough, folks, the negotiations in Vienna about the deal, everybody knows that the Iranians are dragging their feet because they're working very hard on their nuclear program. They might have reached a breakthrough and a point where once they reach that point, they'll say, okay, let's have a deal, and that's it. And the deal will mean nothing because they already have whatever they need. So the American side understands that they're being fooled, but they're still playing around with the Iranians. Again, for those of you who don't know, American people, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday for the first time since 9/11, all air traffic in America was halted for 7 minutes because of a hypersonic ballistic missile that North Korea launched yesterday that covered 700 kilometers of a distance. It's something that really, really bothers the South Koreans. The candidate for presidency actually was quoted a couple days ago saying that South Korea must attack North Korea in order to prevent them from launching those missiles. A lot of stuff is going on. And again, when there is a weak administration in Washington, this is exactly what's going on. So again, these are breaking news regarding what happened yesterday, regarding the Russian ultimatum. I'll give a whole Middle East update on Thursday. And regarding the Iranian shipment to Syria, please follow me on Telegram and Getter. Getter and Telegram, I'm updating that a few times a day. If you're not there, you are not in the loop. You don't know what's going on. So Telegram, find my channel there. It's at Behold Israel channel, one word, and you'll find it. You can follow me there. I'm updating you all the time on news. So again, share these news. God bless you, and see you on Thursday for a Middle East update on the Russian ultimatum. God bless you.